chat. Alright, chat. So I drove by and their doors were open and they had that little white table out. I mean, they're not even trying. I guess they're doing all their body routing elsewhere. They're just giving up over here. So, but I'm here for graduation and people coming back from dinner. We'll get to talk to some people. So I'm a little shaky because I went, oh, they do have a table. Do they? I can't tell. There's such a crowd. I didn't see the red table before. Oh, they do. They do. I did not see that when I drove by. Now, what's funny is I was in the pizza place with one of their body routers, and I thought for sure he'd run over here and close them all up. But I guess not. I'm going to try to talk to him about Dianetics again. Are you a Scientologist?
No, I'm just like a freshman here. Just like
Yeah, you don't want to be involved in this because
Really?
it's all about, yeah, they want your money and they abuse children and the elderly.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you don't know that? We have about 200 channels that are doing what I'm doing, coming here to protest and to educate students. They opened this building on purpose across from the university.
To like find community, right? Help the students find community.
Okay, but what they're trying to get is you to get inside and start taking courses and buy books.
They said it was like self-help, like.
That's what they say, and that's how they get you in. But they believe that they believe they've lived multiple lives, and because of that, they look at their children like big beans and small bodies, so there's rampant child abuse. That's what makes me drive 150 miles round trip 3 times a week to come here.
Wow.
And then when you get too old to work for them, they stick you in an apartment, they take credit cards out in your name, take the money, so when you die, the credit cards go away. Mike Brown, he has his own channel. He got his mom out last year, and she was $160,000 in debt and didn't know.
Y'all paid it for it?
What?
Did y'all pay it for it?
I don't understand the question.
$1,000 in debt or something?
Yeah, that's what they do. They put their members in debt, credit card debt. They pressure them for money. And that's why they have $1 billion in offshore bank accounts that these people probably don't even know about. David Miscavige drives a $200,000 Bentley while you guys make $50 a week or $200 a week, depending on what you're doing. If you get that. And by the way, we have about 100 people out showing that no one's going in these orgs. You guys actually have one of the most traffic of any of the orgs in the country. And they're worse overseas. You really should get out before you get too old, guy. We have sptvfoundation.org, was created just to help people like you get out and get an apartment. You can get a job that's only 40 hours a week. And education if you want it. They've given education grants. Ooh, I just educated that guy. He was talking to him and thought this was a great thing, and until I told him they were abusive and they take out credit card debt. All the orgs are down stat right now. You're not the only one. Matter of fact, you got the most traffic of all the orgs in the world that we have cameras on. And I know they're telling you you need more. If you had 1 million members worldwide, that's 7,000 per org. Do you have 7,000 people coming in? If you have 30 million, that's 210,000 per org. I had to start quick, guys. So I was surprised they was still out, because I was sitting right next to a guy, one of their staff in the pizza place, and they didn't come up here and say, hey, you need to close up. But I got them. They're closed up now. They were already kind of closing up, but I got a long time to talk to the members, and I told them. There was this older man in front of me. I told him, hey man, you can get out. And they heard what I said about the credit card debt when you get old. Alright guys, let's see who's here. I wasn't able to look at the chat. Hey Cricket, great to see you. Good morning Marco. Hi Twyla. DT30, thank you. Oh yeah, they were kind of already closing up for, because it's graduation. They got to get inside and, you know, get set up for all that. So I wanted to get here earlier than I'd been getting here on Friday, because I know they've been having a table out. So it gave me a little, I got rid of somebody. Somebody was sitting there having this great conversation with them, talking about community. He's like, he had all these good things to say. I said, dude, I said, that is not what Scientology.
Oh no, it's right next to that toilet.
So I got to get set up, guys. I didn't have nothing ready. I saw that guy in the pizza place, and I'm like, crap, they're going to close quick. So I didn't even get nothing out. I went as live as fast as I could. So let me get my tripod out. Ugh. That's why I'm a little bit shaky today. Alrighty, let's see. Ooh, I usually have more time to get ready. So I definitely need to get here a little bit earlier if I want to get here while they have their table up. If they hadn't been talking to somebody, oh my God, they had that guy bamboozled. They had him bamboozled. I couldn't believe it. I thought too many people knew about this church. And he's like, yeah, they're here for a sense of community. And I'm like, oh no, dude. No. I had to school him. And then he finally got it and started laughing and left. I'm like, no, dude, they're going to get you in there buying books. And if you can't do that, they're going to sign you up for slave labor. And why is my thing not open right? Hold on. I'm having trouble. I usually have this out already. Sorry. It's going to be shaky. Look away. Look away. Look away. You know what? My phone folds. So hang on. I'm going to sit it on the ground. And so you are on my, let's see. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. Can you see? No, that's too far. Let's see. So you guys don't have to see me shake while I'm setting up. Nope, it's not going to work. Alright. Alright, I'm just going to have to sit it on the ground, you guys, for a minute to get this thing out. So I'm not shaking the whole time. So we'll just watch the door from here. There you go. Alright, hang on just a second. Ooh, it's the first time I had to come in quick like that. Glad I did. They had that poor young man bamboozled. He's a freshman. They had him ready to go. Alrighty. Hang on. Dang it. I was so not ready. Alright. So not ready for this. So not ready. But I'm glad I could have taken an extra few minutes, but I ran up here. I'm glad I did. I got two people actually. A girl was with him. So I got 2 people away from their clutches. They had them too. Go back and watch the beginning. I'm like, do you know why they're here? He goes, for a sense of community. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh no, guy. Oh no. Hi. Hey. How you doing?
It's my birthday.
Isn't it?
I'm 54.
Oh, I'm a year older than you.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Ohio, originally. But
I've
my
won
husband was, look, Buckeye hat.
Oh, wait. Oh, got it.
Uh-uh.
I wasn't sure which side you were looking at. Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking that way right now. Well, I came up quick because they saw me down there, and they had this freshman and a girl with him bamboozled.
Well, yes.
I said, you know why they're here? Oh, they're here for a sense of community. They're here. I go, no, dude. I'm like, and
Okay.
I started going into my spiel.
Yeah.
And he was like, so.
You know, and you know so much more than I do. I know very little about this.
I
But
didn't.
like what
I've
you know.
researched.
You're
a lot.
obviously, there's something, you're
Yeah.
motivated.
Yeah.
I see it as, look, you look intelligent, do your own research.
hmm And now it's all over social
Do not
media.
do not trust what people say. Watch what they
Exactly.
do.
Right. They
Okay.
hide.
And then have
They
your
hide.
website on a card or something.
Yeah, I need to do that. I've been
That's
meaning to make
good.
cards.
To combat it,
Yeah.
boom, check this out.
Yeah.
If you want to know questions, y'all look smart,
Well,
right?
there's other people that have made all these printouts and all this stuff. I have some in my backpack,
Yeah.
but for the foundation, that'll help them get out, things like that. Information. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the ball. We have a big group now. We have a lot of people. A lot of people. We have more people watching us than they have members. In
How
the
many
whole,
is
if
that?
you a generous estimate would be 30,000 members, but they are told 30 million. 30 million members is 210,000 per org. Do you see 200,000 going in here?
It's so gaslighting.
Oh, it is. It totally is.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you. If I see you later, I'll be done around 7-ish. Will you be around?
I might be out of this side of town by then.
All right. I'll be back tomorrow. So maybe I'll bring you something for your birthday.
Anything is good.
All right.
You don't see me leaving at Chipotle. They all know me.
Oh, okay.
But what time will you be here?
Tomorrow, around 2, I think.
Okie doke. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Alrighty. So let me read the chat. I can never talk and look at the chat at the same time. Hey, Sins of Scientology. Good to see you. They want to clear the planet, but usually they just clear the table. That's a good one. Good one. Yep. This is late. This is graduation night, so I'm here a bit later. Man, driving. I'm glad I didn't plan ahead and pick a time because, wow. When I got on the highway, you have a certain ETA. And because I use maps just because of this particular reason. As soon as I got on the highway, it said 2 accidents just occurred. Thank you. And 23-minute delay. I'm like, you've got to have another way to go. And I did. I found a different way to go. But it cost me $7. But $7 is worth 23 minutes on the tour. Thank you. Look at all the people going by now that classes are in. So awesome, you guys. So awesome. All right. Garden Queen. All right. LA fan. Well, it's getting more exciting here this week since the students are all in session. During the summer, it was a little bit, it was just me talking to the doors. And I did get a few people. But this is graduation night. So, because, are you on the West Coast? Because what time is it here? It's almost 5, it's 5:20 here. And I usually start seeing people start coming in earnestly around 6 because graduation starts at 6:30. And I get to see a lot of public. And I get to get a lot of information out to them that they may not know because they're not allowed on the internet. And if you go back to the beginning, Garden Queen, I came up quick because they saw me down the street at the pizza place where I do my pit stop. And I'm like, oh, they're going to close up before I get there. And there was a freshman and his friend talking to him and having this amicable conversation. And I said, do you know why? And I just walked up right beside him. And I said, do you know why they're here? And he said, oh, for a sense of community. I said, oh, no, guy. No, no, no. I had to school him. And you could tell as I kept going, he started believing me more and more until he walked off and kind of laughing. Whoa. Ooh, it's windy today. I might not be able to hold my sign all the time. Whoa. It's blowing my sign. I got to put it down. Don't have anything else to get out. Put it. Oh, and I was supposed to spot. I'm gonna turn around since you've never seen me before, Garden Queen. I'll turn around for a second. So I was calling the gentleman that walked up. He's a neighborhood guy. You know, he's down on his luck, but he saved my life one day, pretty much. And Nadia Beeswax. Hi. Yeah, the reason I haven't been out all week, I've been running errands for Oh Hell No, Cindy. If you don't know about that, I'll talk about it a little bit later. But because I'm up here, because her husband, who just passed unexpectedly, was prior military and retired, she had a lot of questions because she wasn't with him when he was in the military. And I'm a retired Army wife. So I went to the DAV, then I went to the VA office on post because when I called the regular VA, they were absolutely no help. Anyway, off topic. What was I talking about? Oh, Colin. So we don't know if he was paid or not because sometimes they pay street people to attack the protesters, and this guy came at me. I've never seen him before, and I've never seen him since. Just that day, ended up I had to go off air and because I had to call 911 because he ended up after Colin came up and got in between us. I know that guy would have got worse if Colin hadn't come up there and got between us. And there's video of that on my channel. You can see that. It says Colin saved my life. I think he did. He at least saved me from bodily harm. He's a really nice guy. He's always good to us protesters. Hey, thank you. But you know, that's what happens when you're just standing on the side of the street and you're live streaming. You never know who you might attract. I'm really hyped up because I just did my hour-and-a-half drive, drank a big coffee, ran up here, had to start my spiel quick. Woo! I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. There's people that say they watch me because I'm calm, you know, and stuff. But on graduation night, I'll warn you, I use my drill sergeant voice because I know they're upstairs in that room right above me, and I want them to hear the truth. You never know what they might hear that will make them want to come out of the cult. I need a better sign. This sign looks so sad. Oh. So my sign got wet in the rain, and then I've told you guys before, when that guy came at me, I took my cane and I had it in my hand and I hit like this. Everybody thought I hit him, but I actually hit my sign just to show him that it would hurt. That's my protection, my cane. So great to see new people. Love new people. I had a really good interview today on Ben Bacon Bits. I think that's what his channel's called. I didn't even look. Thank you. A lot of people are giving me the thumbs up tonight. It's after dinner, so and there's a lot of restaurants on the street. People are getting out of classes. They're going to dinner. They're going home. A lot of foot traffic. Love it. Love it. Love it. So let's go back to the doors. Alright. You want to see? I like to pan around a little bit. Oh, look at the puppy. Can I show the puppy? Sure. Oh, look at the puppy. In the UT gear. I love it. I have Buckeye gear for my puppies. That was so cute. Well, that guy was actually playing good music. Ooh, I had to get set up too quick. So, hey y'all, so who's watching? Where are you from? Yeah, go that way. I saw a LA fan there. My daughter lives on the West Coast. I'm used to the time difference. Oh, it's so nice out tonight. Oh, so I was saying I was gonna hotspot again to my phone because my phone gets too hot. But I was in a hurry. I couldn't do it. But it's not that hot out here tonight. We got a nice breeze. We're shaded. It's finally starting to cool off. Sometimes we're wearing t-shirts on Halloween, so I'll take what I can get. Let's do some people watching. Let's see. We don't have any people crossing the street right now. So, is anybody new to watching this org? Are you just new to my channel, or are you new to Austin org altogether? If so, I'd usually pan around and show you the campus and why this LRH bought this building. Hey, hammock lady! Bought this building 55 years ago. It was not part of the ideal org strategy, or I don't know what you'd actually call it, bamboozle, I don't know. He bought it on purpose across from the campus. But it took him, I don't know if they were in it prior, like years ago. It's possible. I don't know the history. I need to find out. But it took them all these years to staff it and get the money from their members to remodel it and open it. So, glad you're here. Good to see everybody. I'm waiting to show up one Friday night and see Pearl Snappy back. If she's here. Hi.
What do you do? I'm just kidding. I've seen you here a couple of times.
I'm actually, they started as First Amendment auditors in front of Scientology, but it's turned into a protest, and we're worldwide now. We have like 100 probably protest channels, about 200 channels, all working against Scientology, ex-members, what I call survivors. I'm a never in, being I've never been in the church. And what
you mean in the church, like in general, like non-religious, or just Scientology? Or do you mean like Scientology?
Scientology.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Live streaming?
Yes. You back up here. Let me get you guys on camera.
You're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I usually start with the reason I came, and that's when I did a deep dive in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Last couple years. And I learned a lot from survivors, from their own mouths, not from a documentary, not from reading a book, from them. They have channels on YouTube. And I found out about the rampant child abuse. It's horrible.
It is?
Because they believe they've lived multiple lives, and they believe that their child was probably an 80-year-old man their last life. They treat them like adults. And they literally have them working in orgs at 12, 13 years old, auditing adults. And they train them up. And some of these people, take a picture of this. These are all ex-members that were put in as children in what they called the Sea Cadets. 8, 9 years old doing construction all day.
It's awful.
And no education.
It's awful.
Wow.
And so, because they believe they were big beings in little bodies, there's a lot of SA too. And yeah.
Gotcha. I was just curious. Thank you.
So
I appreciate your work. I think it's
Oh, no problem. Like I said, SPTV is what we call ourselves, and if you go on YouTube, you're gonna find somebody, one of us.
Keep it going.
Thanks for
You're a good
stopping.
one.
Thanks for listening.
People. Let them know. Thank you.
I am. That's awesome. That's what I'm here for. Talking to people. All right. Hey, MD Media. Yeah, it is ramped up here this week. Classes started, and oh my, I remember what it was like when I first started in February, March, and April, and May, and then June, July, and August was dead. So, oh, MD Media, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I'll take any views I can get. Hey, Wesley. If you look at the beginning media, I had to run up here quick. Normally I'm more prepared, but I always stop at the pizza place as a pit stop, and there was a body router sitting in there getting pizza. I say body router because they were wearing those t-shirts. And so I came up here as quick as I could. I know that they're already packing up at this time of day, but they were still outside, and they had a freshman and the girl that was with him bamboozled. And so I gave him the real deal, and he was like, whoa, and left. Because I said, why do you think they're here? And he said, oh, they want a sense of community. And I said, nope. And I got as much in as I could quick. And I will tailor what I have to say for my audience. And there was an older gentleman sitting in a chair with the Dianetics shirt on that I was standing right behind. So I went with the elder abuse, the credit card theft, the child abuse as quick, because I knew that guy wasn't going to stay long. I can always tell if they're going to stick around or not. So I try to get out, I try to hit those big points as quick as I can before they run off. Because, college students don't want to stand here and talk to me for an hour. Some do. There are those that do, and it's awesome when they do. But usually I get maybe a couple of minutes. So you know how that is. So you got to get what you can out as fast as possible. But we're going to get them at graduation tonight. I'm going to be using my drill sergeant voice later. Let them know the real deal about what's going on. And oh, you don't want to see him. And see, they're upstairs later on. Yeah, you didn't want to see that. Wow. Yeah, he wasn't naked. But, wow. There was a guy one day, I had to cover my camera. His pants were falling off. But
Scientology is a cult.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I know.
Do you want to know
Are
how?
You out here
I do it
protesting?
through.
Take all your
Yeah.
Is this a peaceful protest?
Yes. I'm not.
This is one I might actually support.
Yeah. Well, I came because of child abuse. That's
Yeah.
what brought.
Yeah.
I drive 150 miles round trip
Yeah.
to come down here
Hell yeah.
because they believe they build multiple lives. They look at their kids like adults in small bodies because they were an 80-year-old man their last life. There's no nurture. They put them to work early. If their parents are in the Sea Org, they'll sign them over to the church at 8, 9, 10 years old.
That's absurd.
And all these people right here were in Sea Cadets at 8, 9, 10 years old doing construction instead of education.
That's insane.
So that's what brought me. And then there's all kinds of more abuse. There's elder abuse when you're too old to work for them anymore. You're slave labor.
Yeah.
Because
you work for free, like you.
well, they're supposed to get $50 a week, the Sea Org. But if the org doesn't make money, which they're not, they don't.
Yeah.
And so when you get too old to work, they stick you in an apartment or a house with a bunch of others.
Wow.
They take credit cards out in your name without you knowing, because when you die, they go away. Well, Mike Brown right here, that's the name of his channel, got his mom out last year after 40 years. She worked for them. And she was $160,000 in debt and had no idea.
I was going to get a job in there so I could be a spy,
Oh, good.
an implant.
Good try. It's hard, though.
I would go if I
hard.
would join them with
They work
glasses.
100 hours a
recording
week.
glasses.
And if you're Sea Org, the slave labor,
They're not going to make me slave labor. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that right now.
they house them, but we know
Is that why
in
they have their blinds closed?
they do that when I show up.
Yeah, that's what I was.
What religion do you know closes their blinds and don't want to talk to you about their religion?
Exactly.
I don't know because I don't believe in religion, but that's another
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. And this isn't a religion. They don't have a
Yeah,
deity.
No, they're just
They don't have a deity. It's just mind control and money making.
laundering. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Catholics are a cult, no offense, but
I have a lot of opinions about that too. I've learned their history,
well,
but
I
that's
don't-
not.
I
I'm
don't
not
need-
here.
I
I am
know,
a
I know,
Christian,
I
but
know.
that's not why I
no,
came.
and I respect that. I'm spiritual. I can pray to my own God. I
Right.
don't need a church.
This is what I tell people that come by. I go, I don't care what other religions do until it gets abusive, until
Yeah.
they're abusing
Yeah.
children and the elderly.
Catholics,
Yeah, but
priests.
but the thing is, they're doing something about it. This cult, nobody's investigating them. No one wants
Well,
to
they're
listen to
cultivating
us.
it, right?
Hell yeah.
They call what they
Fuck Scientology.
they put money
Fuck
into. Oh,
Scientology.
sorry.
Peaceful protest.
They've got police departments,
storm 'em
mayors,
pretty soon.
senators all in their pocket.
Yeah, with the AK.
Shut up.
But that's why we're here. We're also trying to get the community to understand.
Oh.
And we want an investigation.
I don't often get
No,
into
yeah,
this.
they should be
And
investigated.
it's interesting because I don't normally stop and get into all this protest stuff, but this one
Well,
I
thank
can
you.
get into.
I can
Thank
get
you.
into this too.
Appreciate it. Yeah. That I never thought I would be an activist. I'm 55 years old, and I
Oh,
just started when
and
they
you-
opened in February.
No wonder you're not. We have a lot in common in that
Yeah.
case. I'm not an activist, but I am.
I wasn't either.
I am a. Well, I guess I am, just by nature. I am a. I question everything. Authority.
should.
I do.
Should.
I'm not. I'm not a conformist. That's for sure.
I'll tell you, do your own research.
Of
Go.
course.
There's a lot of stuff out there, but I never watched a documentary or read a book. I've heard everything from actual survivors of the cult and their channels and
What are
their.
you doing here?
I'm live streaming.
Oh, awesome.
If that's you're not, your face isn't in it because I'm short.
I was gonna say you don't
But-
want my face in it. Wait.
But yeah, I live
it where?
stream. YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, there's
What's the
about
channel?
How many's watching?
21. That's good. That's actually
Hi,
good for me.
everybody.
Hi.
Scientology sucks.
What is your channel?
I'm Miss Kim SP. SP is a suppressive person in Scientology, an
We are
enemy of the church.
suppressed. We're
Yes.
very suppressed in this country.
All right, I subscribe.
Thank you.
By the political elitists. We're all
Yeah.
suppressed here, every
I
one
know.
of us. Now, if we want to start demonstrating politically, I
The
better
thing,
be careful what I say. Here.
yeah, SPTV, we try not to get into politics.
Yeah.
We're from all walks of life, all
Yeah,
political
that's
views.
awesome.
We're just
Well, that's
here.
actually the way to go.
We're
Yeah.
just here. That's why I like the community, because everybody that is on all these little channels like me we have people at orgs all over the world.
Where are all the UT people? You'd think they'd get into this.
I know.
They get into everything else.
I know.
Maybe they're out partying. It's Friday night.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
I do
Friday
get
night.
quite a few
School
students
just started.
stop.
They're all getting ready for the
I would
football
love
game.
it if they would join
What
us.
brought you to UT of all places?
They, the leader, the original leader who died in the 80s, bought this building 55 years ago on purpose because it was across from the college. But it took
Trying
them
to
all these
recruit
years to get the money from members to remodel it. They only opened in February, and that's when I started. I started coming down here because I didn't want them getting their hooks into
So do
these
people, like, live
freshmen
here?
that are far from home and want to be part of a
No,
community.
they're already getting brainwashed anyway.
Yeah, if you
So,
watch the beginning of this
People, like, live
video,
here?
we don't know. Some do,
Great
some
question.
don't. But they do, their Sea Org, they do house.
You think they're apartments up there?
They don't do apartments. They've got 8 people to a studio apartment in Chicago
That's insane.
with mold.
With their kind of
That's-
money?
They don't, no money comes down. So the Sea Org, if you don't make money, you're eating beans and rice all day. You don't get medical care. You get $47 a week. Oh, Hitzel's here! Yay! She's another one. She comes from out of town too.
Oh my God. Let's get on this for
I love
We
this.
can take this to ATC on Monday.
I love
That
this.
would be
Hey,
awesome.
what's her face? Sarah told us
Yeah.
Do you mind if you're on
Protest.
camera, just
No,
real
I
quick?
No, I don't want to be on it. But
Okay,
Scientology.
I'll go back down.
Peaceful protest.
I'm back down. He doesn't want to be on camera. All right.
But Sarah's the one always telling us to go out and protest things.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
is
we
my
would
way
love
to get
it.
on the good side.
Friday nights is their weekly graduation. I'm usually here earlier in the day. So you have a lot of public coming in. They've roped the NOI, the Nation of Islam, into Scientology.
Yeah.
I actually had a Nation of Islam guy come out here and argue with me. It's all money making because, the guy in charge, I forget his name. If you bring somebody into the guy in charge of the Nation of Islam,
Oh,
I know his name.
Farrakhan.
Maybe? Do you guys know? Hey,
Used to
what's
be
the
Farrakhan.
name of the leader of the NOI? So, because they say you can be any religion and be in here, but that's not true. But, so whoever the leader was, he gets a percentage of whatever his people come in and spend.
I believe when I was at Riverwalk, Jody and Ben and I started talking about this.
Yeah.
That's how the whole thing got started. They asked me what it was. That's how the gathering started.
Do you know how they got their tax exempt status back in the 90s? They had 2,200 lawsuits against the IRS agents. They bullied them with their money to get their tax exempt status back. And they got such a cushy deal that it's hard to go after them. They got all these exceptions. So
Yes.
Look, Sarah.
Hold on.
Took your word for it. No.
So you can see the sign.
She's my therapist.
Oh.
She's just, she's always encouraging people to march on the Capitol and stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I don't see that.
I guess this is my passion. Because, I mean, there's a lot of things in the world that I don't like, but it wouldn't bring me here like I do this.
No, where are you from?
Up near the base, Colleen area.
Yeah.
Yeah, my husband retired there and we stayed.
No.
But,
I just moved here
really?
3 weeks ago.
Wow.
From Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. All right.
30 years there, and I had to get out of there. So,
Yeah.
you know, truth be told, I was in a treatment center,
Okay.
Yes.
and we had
So good.
Yeah, getting away from the
Started-
environment.
Yeah.
That's
Now
always a
I'm in
good thing.
sober living house.
That's good. Good for
So
you.
we're like in an IOP program.
Have you ever heard of Tommy Scoville? Tommy Scoville.
No.
He actually has kind of joined our group, but he does like an addiction channel,
Yeah.
and we've got all kinds. We've got a cooking channel. We've got his channel. It's not just protesters. It's just anybody that wants to work against Scientology.
That's awesome.
So
Well, I want to work against anybody that abuses children. Anybody.
if you look, I'll go in later when I'm done, and I'm going to give you a link to Merriam-Webster.
Okay.
She got out, and she was abused her whole life by her father, and the church covers it up because you're not allowed to go to the authorities.
Yeah.
Remember Danny Masterson? Did you get to see that at all? He's a Scientologist, and he's in jail 30 years to life, and it's really the first time a Scientologist has been brought to justice with the authorities for the stuff they did to other
Let me ask
people.
you a question. How many of these corrupt politicians are bought off by these people?
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the
problem with
police.
everything.
We've got hundreds of hours of video of the LAPD. See, this started big in LA first. Because they have sorry guys.
Well, that makes
They have a
sense.
big center right on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
And this group of TikTokers joined this other guy, William Gooden, started just standing there and closing them up. And they called, in 2 months, they called 24 false calls on them. I got swatted here. I'm a grandma.
That's crazy.
Why
And
they let you get this close? Isn't there some sort of ordinance for how close?
nope, because their property line ends at the building. As long as I don't touch their building, they
Can't do
can't
that.
do nothing.
What happens if
And
I
it's
touch
public.
the door?
They can trespass you.
I mean, what if I walk in because I want to know?
You can. Just don't give them your real information. A lot of people go in, and a lot of students go in and
Yeah, I
troll
get them
them.
with fake email and a fake name.
They might be closed for the day because of graduation. I don't know for sure. We never can tell. 'Cause they're always closed up when I'm here.
They just started classes.
No, every Friday yeah, I know. They just started. It was kind of dead all summer. I was coming during the
It was
summer.
very good.
Yeah, so, but I've been
to get a
excited
job.
this week. A lot of people stopped me.
You know, I think people I need a job.
Okay. Well, no.
You do? They will?
No. What? No, I said I'll let people know. I know there's a job opening. But
Oh,
no.
wow.
No, my husband pays for this. I don't have an income.
I don't see. You put me on the payroll, I'll be a protester for anything you want. If you pay me.
I know the NOI guy said, I know somebody sent you, and me and my husband joked. I'm like, I wish somebody sent me. They could pay for my gas and parking.
Yeah.
So no, we just come down here. We don't. I mean, I actually did just get monetized, but my channel's pretty small.
Monetize the way to
Yeah.
go, but it really is.
Yeah. So I mean, if I make enough to cover parking one day, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
So I'd do it anyway. Like I said, it is a passion. You know, they need to be investigated.
Yeah, you gotta roll.
All right. Well, thank
Thank
you for
you so
stopping.
much.
Thank you for
Great
subscribing.
conversation, Of course.
All right. That was awesome. Awesome. Louis Farrakhan, you were right. Yep, I'm going to put Rage Against the Dark Arts on here for him to look at. So, in Seneca Falls, New York this week. Visit to the Women's Rights National Historic Park. Oh, wow. Cool.
I was riding scooters downtown. I'm like, might as well just stop off.
Did you know I was here?
I saw it, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Notification, it said.
I wish I lived as close as you do. I swear I'd be here every
Well,
day.
I had to take the train here. It's about an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't been on the train yet.
Yeah.
I want to do that. They have a brewery train ride somewhere. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Yeah,
There's a few.
yeah.
I've heard.
I think it's in Austin somewhere. Or I'm not positive. Let's see. Yeah, room raid, Scooter Mom. Hey, Fuzzy Pink. I just had a great conversation. New subscriber. So that was cool. He was like, he normally doesn't get in. He says, I don't normally get into protesting, but I would get into this. And I'm like, well, that's awesome. Come on down. So, you know, I love to talk to new people. Because he'll talk to people. And the other guy subbed. So that was cool. But so yeah, I'm pumped tonight. I came on really fast because I thought they were gonna.
Not consent.
So I was in the pizza place about to get ready, and I saw one of the body riders was in there getting pizza, and I'm like, oh crap, I gotta hurry. And I ran down here, wasn't prepared at all, and it was good too. If you go back to the beginning, I stood by their table, and they had a freshman and another girl standing there, and he was getting bamboozled. And so I told him the real deal.
Do they have a table out?
Yeah, but when I come to graduation, I usually get here right as they're closing, so I have like a couple of minutes to talk to them.
Talking about the one in the corner right here.
No, they were right here by the bikes.
But
Oh, you're talking about the pizza place?
Yeah.
Yeah, right over there, yeah.
Right over there.
Do they
Yeah.
have that little spinner wheel?
I don't know, they had packed up some things. They still had some books down, but they were already packing up, so. Usually when I come Friday night, I usually get here right when they're closing up, but it gives me 5 minutes to talk while they're closing up.
I love watching.
Yeah, we
Because
watched your whole
they just have a style where like even if we know the subject, we can expect a whole lot.
I did so much deep dive, it's just all in my head.
And that's cool.
You know, I can't remember names and dates though, those suck. But I can remember like somebody's life story. Isn't that awesome? So, hey Susan! Oh, cool. Now, you will want to go back and watch the beginning, the first couple of minutes. Because I came up quick. It's shaky. If you get motion sickness, maybe don't watch it. Because normally, if you guys remember, when I start down by the pizza place. I get my tripod out, put my phone on, and I carry the tripod down here, so I don't have to do much. But man, I was running down here because they knew I was coming, and it was surprising. I thought they would have packed up faster. They just ignore me, but they heard me. I'm just glad I got that. I got to come earlier. I got to come a little bit earlier on Fridays because when I come in the morning, they don't have a table. When I come mid-afternoon, they don't have a table. But when I come at 5 o'clock, they're Miss Kim SP.
Yeah, but if you ask her, she knows everything. She's the best.
What do you want to know? What do you know anything about Scientology? Okay, the reason it's a cult and not a religion is they don't let their members leave. The Sea Org is their slave labor. There's 3 tiers of members. The Sea Org, they're allowed to get married but not have kids. They have to sign a billion-year contract. And what brought me here was because they believe they live multiple lives, they don't treat their children like children. They treat them like big beings in little bodies. And so that creates an atmosphere of child abuse. And that's why I'm here. Because I don't care what a religion does until they start abusing children and the elderly. They really abuse all of their members, but it's more rampant with the children because they're not allowed to go to the authorities. If they cover it up. We have channels of survivors that have gotten out and told us the story. You know, I'm going to believe them more than a documentary. So, SBTV, if you want to take a picture, all of these channels right there were all put in as children into the Sea Cadets and spent 20, 30 years in. And they're the ones that I've learned from.
Which one is you?
I'm not on there. This was a card somebody gave me. But growing up in Scientology taught me a lot, and then the rest of these too. I'm Miss Kim SP. I don't have anything on. I'm trying to make them mine. Yep. There's a bunch of us all over the country, all over the world, actually. Yep. You have a good day. Thanks for stopping, though. Appreciate it. Hey, Scooter Mom. Yeah, when I'm horizontal, you guys don't really have to mod. My only rule which most of you already know, is if somebody's just being annoying or ridiculous, I can handle most things. So don't worry about it if it's something minor. Just put them in timeout for whatever, 30 minutes or whatever. Because if they're a real troll, they're not going to come back. The only time I would block is if they're being disgusting. You guys know. Supportive Squirrel. Thank you, Supportive Squirrel. Yes, I'm so glad I hurried up here because I almost missed that guy, and they had him bamboozled. I'm gonna cut that out and put that on my channel as a short and show just how much they can bamboozle a freshman down here that doesn't know anything about Scientology. That is why I'm here. That is the biggest reason that brought me here, the child abuse and the students. My original name to my channel was, wait, which one's, hold on, I'm going to flip this again. I'm trying to figure out, oh, I'm farther away there. Okay, I had it backwards. So, yeah, the child abuse brought me down here, but when I heard they were opening across from the University of Texas, right there, literally, this right here is the, oh, I missed, oh, that's a delivery guy. The main entrance to the University of Texas. LRH bought this building himself 55 years ago because of where it's at. It wasn't part of the ideal org. So the original name of my channel was Scientology Won't Win, because I'm thinking I don't want them to win our young people. But I ended up narrowing it down because everybody was looking me up as Miss Kim. But that was my thought process of creating the channel and coming here originally. Didn't know I'd still be here 6 months later. I just pictured them getting their claws in our young people, and it just angered me. And so my anger brought me, and my passion kept me here. And you guys keep me coming. So I appreciate your support a lot. I did an interview with Ben Bacon Bits today before I left. Really good. He had some really good questions. It was a really good interview. It wasn't just me coming on and talking. He asked me specific questions, and it was done really well. And I didn't know I was the first protester, but you need to watch his channel. SPTVfoundation.org. It's ex-members. I would love to talk to you. Okay, public are gonna start coming in now. Yeah, you were there, Scooter Mom. Hi.
Yeah, you made them close their doors.
I did. That's why I come.
Hey, they close their doors every time?
Yep.
So why is that?
Because they're hiding. They don't talk about their religion. They'll try to get you to buy a book. And it's not really a religion. They don't have a deity. It's just, they think it's self-help.
Yeah, I asked some dude, I said, it's a cool. He goes, why do you say that? He was so mad. And I was like, so y'all pray to God? And he was like, what do you mean God?
The difference between a religion and a cult, this is why I say that, a cult won't let their members leave. And they have a level, they have like Sea Org, which signed a $1 billion contract, and they're supposed to work their whole lives for the church. They house them and feed them, but that doesn't mean it's good housing or good food. They get $50 a week, $47 after taxes for their necessities. And if they ever tried to get out of the Sea Org, they've literally drove people off the road trying to escape. I mean, if you have to escape from something, it's not a religion. So that's the biggest thing. And then, so that's the one thing I tell people and why I have that question on my sign.
Members can't just leave when they want.
If they want to spend their $47. If they get it. If the org isn't making any money, they don't get it. Now then you have staff that sign a 2 to 5 year contract and live on their own, but they only get $200 a week. If the org makes money. A lot of times they don't get it. Yep.
It's not a costume, it's a lifestyle.
Awesome. You're in Texas. It's the gas capital, the petroleum capital. But yeah, and I'm also here for the members, to let them know they can get out. There's 2 foundations that'll help them leave and help them retire and spend more time with their family or get a better job that pays more. I mean, McDonald's would pay more compared.
Yeah, some of these people do want to leave and like.
There's a lot of what we call, you know, probably do, but you have to disconnect from your family if you leave. If you leave the church, you can't talk to your family or friends or anybody that's still in. So you're all on your own. That's why we have 2 foundations that help them get out, because they have no one when they get out. So that keeps them in, even though they know they don't want to be there. That's another reason I'm here, to let them know that they can get out and that there's support. Yep, I'm going to show some of the UT people too. But yeah, spread the word. 'Cause there was a guy standing here when I walked up when they had their table, a freshman, didn't know anything about Scientology, and they were having him bamboozled. And I told him the real deal, and he left. Oh, I just said why they were having a really nice, amicable conversation, and that's what they do to try to get you in. So, oh, that's right. She doesn't like to be on camera. So that's another reason I'm here. Is there are people that don't know anything about it, and might get, you know, they might get them inside, and we don't want that. Oh, let me check my chat. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Let's support a squirrel, cricket, indigo. Not to mention the people from foreign countries who get trafficked with promises of prosperity. Yep. And then they take their passports. Yep. They human traffic. They get people from non-English speaking countries, and they'll be like, well, you can come live in America and be a volunteer and have a great life. And then they get here, they take their passport, and thank you, and they're slave labor, and they can't get out. They're afraid because they don't have a passport. Yeah. Hitzel's out here giving them hell too. She said she saw that I was on sbtvfoundation.org, and you're not the only downstat org out there. All of them are. Oh, that door got stuck open.
Why was the building closed for so long?
What?
Why was the building closed?
Because they had to build a bunch of money from their members to remodel the inside and open it, and then they didn't have enough people to come staff it. They had to move people from other locations to staff it.
This is their only location in Austin?
Yes. Texas, there's only this and Dallas. I can't remember if there's one in San Antonio. Hey, Papa Smurf. What's up? I got to get on these people walking by. They're coming in. SPTVfoundation.org. They'll help you get out. It's ex-members like yourself that would love to have a conversation. That door is slowing them down more than anything. They broke their door, and now it like tries to eat them, so it's hard to get in and out. Just gives me more time to talk. Yeah, I'm definitely coming Friday nights from now on, because this is awesome. A lot of people, a lot of public, a lot of Sea Org, a lot of staff coming in and out. I love it. That's the slave labor. They're called the Sea Org, and they joined the Sea Org. It's like a military wing, but they've changed their uniforms to not look so military. They wear vests now. Then you have staff, and then you have what they call public. Public are the ones that are just civilian people that go in, take courses, and give them a bunch of money, like Tom Cruise.
They give them money?
Oh yeah, they have to donate. There's some of them have. You probably watched The Simpsons, right? I always forget her name, but she does the Bart Simpson voice. She's a member. She's given them $50 million total. That's how they get their money, is from the public. And they don't give any of it to the orgs to feed them better or take care of their people. It all goes up to the leader, who drives a Bentley and has Italian handmade shoes. David Miscavige now. The original leader died in the 80s, and this guy kind of took over. He wasn't supposed to, and he just did it anyway.
You have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. Thank you for stopping. They probably aren't taking proper care of the building. I wonder if this building was important at one point. You know what? Maybe I'll do a history on that. Nancy Cartwright. I always forget. See, I'm terrible with names, you guys. Thank you, too. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Twyla. Hey, I responded. SPTVFoundation.org. Go check them out. I know those are public, but I gotta remember. You guys are always giving me good things to say to the public, and I gotta write it down. Literally, I need to write it down and put it on a card and laminate it. Because the quick thinking I don't have. I can remember somebody's life story and the history of Scientology and L. Ron Hubbard's history, but I can't remember a sentence that I need to say to public people. So if you guys can give me some things to say, I'd appreciate it. I've been trying to really dwell on the stat issue.
And we're gonna head out.
All right. Well, thanks for coming.
We just quick stop by.
Yeah.
What is that, a duck?
It looks like an umbrella.
Like a cane or something?
It looks like the end of an umbrella. It's a duck. We're looking at this duck peeking out down here. See right down there? Where's my finger? Right there, there's a duck peeking out. It looks like the end of an umbrella. Can I join your protest cult, Aesop's Fable? Yes.
Have a good one.
You can. All are welcome, as long as you're respectful. Hi.
You are doing such a good job.
Thank you. I
No
appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks. You can leave one of his. You didn't have to leave all of them. But yeah, doing it 4 times was a bit much. Has he said anything else? Was he rude before? But yeah, probably. Indigo. If you do, Miss Kim, let me know. I'm currently putting together information on Chicago to do a history of the building and the laws, etc. That is awesome. You know, it's funny. As soon as I decide to do a deep dive into some, it's like everybody's been talking about it. I just did a deep dive on the black magic part of Scientology and because I did a little bit of a history on in Dianetics of how he wrote Dianetics and how it came to be and how it turned into Scientology. And I found out, so I wanted to do a little video on it, but everybody's been talking about it. Natalie, Poe, a bunch of people. So I'm still gonna do it. That duck wants to escape. Yes, he does. Let's do. Here, poor duck. Poor duck. Ducky, run away! Run away, Mr. Ducky! Run away! The door's right there. The door is right over there. Poor guy. Beartology is better. I know. My cult is the Church of Beartology. That's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Ooh, it feels so good out here, you guys, with this breeze. It doesn't matter how hot it is. As long as there's a breeze, I'm okay. But we've got 32 people, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is so awesome. So awesome. Once I know they've started... Oh, awesome, Scooter. Are you doing okay with the Scooter report? Do you need some help? Oh, an update on what I've been doing for Cindy. So Tuesday, I think it was, I went to the DAV and got a packet and got quite a few questions answered with them. And then Wednesday, after my doctor's appointment, my husband and I went on post because DAV told me that there was a VA office on the base. Because the VA in our area, I called, and the person that answered sounded like they were asleep and transferred me to an office that nobody answered the phone. It just rang. I'm like, well, that's not going to work. I was going to drive out there, but I found that office. Got some questions answered, but mainly they really can't do anything for her until she has the death certificate. They won't talk to her till then, because if they're not, he didn't say why, this is my opinion, is unless you have a power of attorney, they won't tell you pertinent information about your spouse, or you have to prove that they're deceased, is my thought, because she doesn't know a lot about his Army career, and they'll be able to look it up. So I'm hoping that they can help her. So when she finally gets that, I'm going to go get her and we're going to go to the VA, that office, and talk. Now, my husband even filled out the form and got his, he got his, what do you call it, disability information, what they had listed for him and all of that. So that was kind of cool. So I had a real bad day, no internet all day, as well as got woke up by decorators at 7:30 a.m. and now it's midnight and I haven't slept. Oh, you poor guy, Papa Smart. I didn't really, you know, I probably saw you talk about it before, that you were else. That sounds like, what, are you in Europe, England, something like that? Yeah, I know how that is, Guy. I do. I've had days where I actually got decent sleep last night. I haven't for a while. But, oh, I missed her. Ireland. That's close. I'm Irish, but I thought I was more Irish. My great-grandmother was Irish. I knew I had Irish. And then I do my ancestry DNA and I'm 46% Scottish. I'm like 8% Irish. I was so upset. Yeah, workers in the house. Okay, thanks, Papa. My son wants to go to Ireland so bad. He really does. So, I think someone's filming me. So, England. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. SPTVfoundation.org. They'll help you retire. You wouldn't have to work so much. I would too. I'd donate just for him to retire. So, yeah, and I do want to bring that up again, too, for Oh Hell No. If you can get over to her Cash App or her Buy Me a Coffee and donate, she's gonna need it. Let's see. Indigo. There are safeguards to prevent fraud. Claim. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about now. Okay. There are safeguards to prevent fraud. There are bad people who will falsely claim non-living on their relatives, so now they require a certificate as proof of death to make sure it wasn't foul. Yep, it's exactly right. I'm used to it being an Army wife. My husband was deployed so much that if I didn't have a power of attorney, I would have been powerless to do anything. Like when he was gone for 12 to 14 months, 5 different times. I'm like, English and Irish don't get on. Yeah, I know. I regret not going to Ireland when I studied in England. I kind of want to do it all. I'd love to do. We never got stationed overseas. He did, but it was a hardship tour, and that's when you don't take your family. And I had to stay here. But it was Panama and Korea. So, David Miscavige, your leader drives a Bentley while you make $200 a week. Make that make sense. It's time to be loud. Grandma Kim, that's me. Hi, Jessica. Hey, Lori, glad you're here. I know they're upstairs. People were coming in with their Body Rider t-shirts on and regular clothes, bringing their uniforms for the graduation. So even when they're off, or are they coming in for night shift? They have to come in. I'm just like, do they ever get a break? I do say a lot of the same thing. I'm gonna wait. I do tend to yell also for the crowd, because there are people that won't stop and talk to me, but they'll hear me say certain things and that might interest them enough to go start looking. So, the sidewalk's a little bit dead right now. Cinderella! Cinderella, Cinderella. I used to know that song. I don't anymore. My grandkids are too old. I forgot. Alright, let's see. is down stat right now. We have cameras worldwide at all the orgs showing no one going in, no public. Dallas org can't even turn on all their lights. Bubby, oh, that's cute. That's cute. My kids call me Gaga. Mainly, you know, because there's different grandmas. And that's what I called. Well, what was funny is she went by Gaga to every other kid. I called her grandma. I was the only one. It was weird. And my two grandmas, I was a kid and didn't know any better. I called one big grandma and one little grandma because one was skinny and one wasn't. I was so rude. Oh my God, that was so rude. My favorite grandma was Big Grandma. I ended up living with her for a while. I'm going to get something to drink, y'all. Give me just a second. Woo. Whew. My goodness, it is hot, but I don't mind. It's not as hot as it was last month. Who's here now? Hi, Craig. They're never too old. My daughters still like to watch Cinderella. That's true. You're right. I like to watch. I've watched so much TV because I was bedridden for so long, and I don't like the gritty TV. You know, the dramas and stuff. I like sci-fi, fantasy. I watch a lot of young adult and kid stuff all the time. So a body router tried to recruit my friend, and she texted me, this guy tried to recruit me, but I heard your voice in my head telling me it's a cult. See? You never know when it's going to come in handy. Hey, Bushman, what's up? Oh, no, I'm talking to the chat. I differentiated between my grandmothers by saying grandma then their last name. That works. That works. Now it's all about cute names, Gigi and Gaga and, you know, all that stuff. My mom was a kissy, warm person and crazy, and my father's mom was a cold fish, no affection, crazy. Same thing with me. My mom was exactly like her mom, and my whole intention in life was to break that cycle and not be like that to my kids. Oh, we appreciate you being here, Bushman. It's graduation night here in Austin. We're just yelling things, hoping they'll hear me. Call my mom Nana. Yeah, my mom was Nana too. So see, they're upstairs right now in that room right there doing their graduation, and I know I'm loud enough for them to hear me. So let's see, have they started yet? Not yet. They got about 15 minutes, but I know they're up there. Scientology only has 30,000 members. If you had 30 million like David Miscavige says, that's 210,000 members per every center org. I don't see 700 coming in here.
Get them told. Get them told. Tell the truth.
Awesome, thanks. Tell me what that accent was. I'm a gammy. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. Gammy. My top 5: Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, Aristocats, Mulan, and Beauty and the Beast. I really love, of course, Sleeping Beauty. Aladdin. I like the Aristocats. I loved Mulan. I like the music in Mulan. Oh, I'm trying to think. Beauty and the Beast, I've never, only the original. I've never watched any of the remakes. Same thing with Lion King. Never watched any of the remakes. Just not into it. Sounded UK? UK or, you know, I was thinking maybe. We got Ireland on here. I thought he might notice. But, yeah. He looked like he was wearing a football shirt. over rugby. I think rugby's cool, but I've never really found anywhere to really watch it. Holy crap, is this the frozen bottle? It's almost fully thawed. Oh, Alice, of course. Yeah. I did home daycare in the 90s and early 2000s, and one of my favorite shows was Blue's Clues. I would sit down there with them kids. Love that show with Steve. The new guy, not so much. I'm getting nauseous and I don't know why. Oh, my chat hasn't moved. Also, there are more people seeing the YouTube content. A lot of people in Chicago for Lollapalooza said they knew it was called awesome. I hated the Disney movies, was forced to see them when my daughter was little. I can understand. I can. Right now, my new grandbaby, she's a year and a half, and Mickey Mouse is her thing. Her brother Tommy loved Mickey Mouse. And when I was there for a month, Disney had this Encanto musical. It was a live action stage performance. And we had to watch that like 3 times a day. Oh my God. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Indigo. That's fine. Thank you. I will. Sometimes I drink too much water. I feel like I'm floating sometimes. All right, let's get this going. Let's see, what else can I say? Hold on. If you had only 1 million members, that's 7,000 per org. I don't see 7,000 going in any org. We have cameras all over the world on YouTube and TikTok showing that you don't have any members. Thank you, Lori. Hey, Adam. Hubbard is Underworld Disney. You always have something funny to say. That the word is seeing them for what they are, a cult. Yeah, that one guy that stopped earlier, today in my interview with Ben Bacon Bits, he asked, what do you see Scientology in 10 years? And I said, hey, Cher, I said, I would be happy if in 10 years we were having hearings and investigations into the cult. Whether they've actually lost their tax exempt status or not, or closed or anything, not so much. But I would hope by then our government has seen the other countries investigate Scientology and tell them to get out, and that our government will stop turning a blind eye to what they know is going on. There is no way we don't have Congress people that know what the heck is going on. Oh, yep, you know what? You're right. That's a good idea, Indigo. I have actually... That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. I brought little packets of Pedialyte with me. Alrighty. Scientology is a hole in a boat and people trying to pour the water out with a teaspoon. Yep. A sinking Sea Org ship. Yep, for sure. See, I brought advanced Pedialyte. Those hearings would be revelatory for the general public. You just know Scientology would go in guns blazing. Don't care, the truth would come out. We'd have enough ex-members in there testifying and on TV. Every time something happens, like Danny Masterson was a huge step of finally showing that they can be brought to justice. Yep. And all the ex-members, all the survivors would be in there testifying, and people would have to listen. And there would be so many they couldn't say, oh, they're lying, oh, they're making that up. Pedialyte also makes a sport version, but I still cut that with water. Oh, I hope this doesn't have too much sugar. I can't actually handle too much sugar. If I'll know. I emailed Senator Kennedy in Louisiana yesterday. He would be the greatest person to hold hearings against Scientology. Love watching him. Great job, Chair. People wouldn't get sick if they let you get real medical help. That's a good one. I'll get that to people in uniform. But can't help but show their hindquarters. Scientology, yep. Yep. Woo! Woo! Yeah, I gotta add some water to that. Woo. Maybe I shouldn't put it all in. Live and learn. Next time I won't. I'll just switch off. I've got other bottles of water. I'll switch off. I'm not drinking it all. Did I just lose my lid? No, I didn't. Hydrolyte, sugar-free. I might check it out. You should be getting medical care from where you work. And see lame when I try to think of something that's lame. Go watch him sometime. He's a beast and hilarious. I see him sometimes, you know, when on YouTube. I don't watch a lot of TV news. I don't think I have any live TV right now. But I'll see stuff pop up on feeds. But yeah. I heard somebody say Scientology. Listen, okay, hang on. David Miscavige, your leader, gets Italian handmade shoes while you make $50 a week for more than 80 hours of work. Make that make sense. I was louder than that car's radio. Yeah, I don't watch TV news anymore either. I'd rather watch YouTubers that I know over time have proven they tell you the truth. Yeah, that might help me. Thanks, Lori. Yeah, that'd be. Well, I knew the one thing was in all caps. I figured you wanted me to see it, but yeah. It's okay, sure. I'm not today. Other days, I've had problems with the screen, but I'm in shade. The sun's not on the phone, so I'm good today. But yeah, other days that would probably be helpful. Come on. David Miscavige drives a Bentley while you have to give millions of dollars to remodel buildings that are not getting remodeled. That was for the public that just left. Yeah, citizen journalism. That's what I like. Let me turn it back around. I have boomer eyes. Yeah, I'm just enough younger. I'm the Gen Z, Gen X. Yeah, Gen X. I always get that back mixed up. Curious, why is it about all caps? Does it mean something? Yes, in case you don't know, when you're all caps, you're yelling. So, yeah, I had to learn that too. I get it if you didn't know that. I hated texting. For years, I wouldn't do it. I'm like, you could call me and we could have a 2-minute conversation instead of me typing. Because I couldn't type on a phone. I still can't. Okay, I got to put this away. I bring like 4 or 5 bottles of water in the cooler. Then I have another bottle in a metal bottle. I have plenty of water, y'all. Means you're... Oh, you already said that. Feel like a meanie now. I'll be very, very quiet from now on. I figured. I knew you weren't yelling. Whew, there was some sugar in that. Whoa. Yes, I still want you to be in the chat for sure. For sure. Okay, let's see, they're doing graduation by now. Almost, 3 more minutes. Let's see, you guys gave me a lot of good stuff last time to say. I prefer texting, even though it means I don't have to stay on the phone forever. I've gotten to that point, Scooter Mom. Now I'm text all the time. But before it was just my kids and me, and that was it. Actually, my kids, my husband and I, we call each other on Messenger face to face. That's what we do. Even if it's some short, like, hey, get milk. Well, no, not that short. That I would text. I mostly voice text now. I'm trying to figure out, I do that on like Google and stuff a lot, but I haven't figured out how to do it in the text box. So I need to learn how to do that. All right, let's see. Give me something good to say to the people on graduation. David Miscavige keeps $1 billion in offshore bank accounts and runs the church on the interest. That's why members have to give so much money. LRH wrote policy. There should never be fundraising to make money in the church. It should only be for services. David Miscavige changed it. That's good. And most members are on their way to bankruptcy just to be coerced into donating more. Preacher. Oh my gosh, Cher. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, in case somebody's watching the replay, I'll say it. Did that once. Sent a voice text to a preacher and autocorrect set the word penis in place of something found out 7 days later. Oh my gosh. I hate autocorrect. Freaking hate it, because especially when you're in chat, we all know we do it. That's why I don't get on people that misspell or misspeak, because you're texting, you're really fast mostly on your phone, really tiny keyboard, and then you hit enter, and then you're like, oh my god, that was horrible. A lot of times I'll delete it and restart, but because you're in a chat with somebody and you're like, there you go. That's a good story though. sptvfoundation.org. I does that not look like a member of Scientology? Wow, I didn't even know she was going to go in there. Hey, did y'all hear about the lady at Western Union? No, what's going on? Nope. Tell us. Lori says. Really? I haven't been online much today at all. Because I got up late. Then I was on with Ben Bacon Bits. And I literally left 30 minutes after that to come here. So I've seen nothing since yesterday. Oh, I did listen to part of Natalie's show on the way here. That was it. Okay, Lori. Appreciate it. I do the same thing. The woman died. Oh, yes, I didn't know it was Western Union. I did hear that. Freaking how? Okay, so I assumed when I heard that headline, I forget where I heard it. I assumed it was gonna be like Japan or Korea, where they work ridiculous hours and you can, it's, you know, their work culture. I really thought that was gonna be like someplace like that. Was that in the United States? How do you... Clocked in Friday morning, 4 days later, head in her arms. So she had her head in her arms all that time and nobody thought something was amiss? Like, maybe she needs to get to work? That's what I was trying to find out. How was she said? I just heard the headline. I didn't have any details. That is horrible. ICME. Oh, ICME. Down the Rabbit Hole News covered it. Yeah, I thought she was telling a joke too, Lori. I really did. I'll go check Rabbit Hole. I watch her frequently. I like her. She's funny. Y'all, she says. Y'all. Y'all. I thought I was the only person that said y'all in Texas. Her cubicle was in a corner. An executive emailed her and didn't get an answer and went to check. Oh, she was... I told you she didn't look like a Scientologist. Well, no. She left without her water bottle. So I don't know what's going on there. Like, weren't there cleaning people? I know. Wow. Wow. I can see that in the United States, man. People don't talk to each other. You know, back in the day, me and my neighbors, we had each other's keys. We knew what was going on. Even in a military town, which is hard. Whew. All right. Let's see. What else have you told me to say? Yeah, I heard about the smell. They did. That's why they find... Another reason they found her. Wow. I gotta listen to that story. That's horrible. David Miscavige, your leader, drives a Bentley and gets gourmet sushi while you eat beans and rice. Make that make sense. She called me crazy, I think. Yeah. Our society needs to change. I really want to live in Japan. I've studied, before I got into Scientology and SPTV, I used to watch people in Japan and Korea and stuff. And I really want to go live there, like for 6 months. You can get an apartment because it's cheaper than a hotel. And just hang out. Has his lunch, flown in every day. Whoa! Well, wasn't that when he was in base? Because now he's closer to the coast. 350. That was for the sushi.
Yes.
David Miscavige spent $50 million on a place to live and now doesn't live in it. everybody sits on the floor. That's just traditional. I couldn't either. I would kill my back. I actually also thought about going there and getting one of their little motorhomes, like buying it, and then just selling it when I left. Thanks, Selfless. Okay, cool. Remind me the day before, please. Because I was supposed to be on Ben today, and I forgot. He told me an hour, and I told him I would forget, and to remind me. And squishy. I missed the squishy baby. Hey, when are you guys gonna be back out here? I keep walking up thinking I'm gonna run into you on Fridays. That's one of the biggest reasons I'm here. Awesome, that'll work, Selfless. Or a text. I'll send you, if you've emailed me already, I'll send you my number. I think you already have it. But yeah, my kids even have to do that because of my fibro and my short-term memory. I forget. I miss the amount of money I've had to spend on missing a doctor's appointment is outrageous because I don't know what day of the week it is. Ooh, oh, my bee friend is back. Hi, guy. I only get one bee at a time. Probably because there's no flowers around here. Alright, what's another good one? I'll hit the member thing again. Boy, there's nobody coming on the street now. If you had even 1 million members, that's 7,000 per org. Are you getting 7,000 people coming in? Are you getting 700? No org is getting anybody to come in. We have cameras all over the world now, showing how orgs are so dead. Actually, Austin org gets more traffic than most of them. That's right. I remember now. I remember. I figured that too. I figured that. That's when people ask, I'm like, I figured it had something to do with the report. Okay. Yeah, I can. When I miss a few days, I can tell. Just want a pearl, please. Well, I can't wait till that gets straightened out. Hi.
What you up to?
Just protesting Scientology.
I hate Scientology.
So you know.
Hate it. Yes.
Yeah. What brought me was the child abuse when I found out.
Yes.
I've listened to a lot of ex-members that grew up.
Oh my gosh. Like, have you ever Scientologist before? Like, you always knew, like, it was
No. About in late 2022, I was actually bedridden, so I had a lot of time. And this guy, growing up in Scientology is his name. Anyway, he popped into my feed. And I just started binge watching his videos. Like, I went back a year and I learned all this stuff. I couldn't believe it. And then in 2023, it kind of blew up. There was a lot of ex-members that had channels, but then they dubbed it SPTV because SP, you're a suppressive person, you're an enemy. So that's in my channel name too. So then we saw this guy start protesting in LA, and all these protesters started coming out, and they shut their biggest, what they call body routing location on Hollywood Boulevard down.
Boulevard, yes.
Yeah, you watched? Yeah, that's what got me. And when I found out they were opening here in February, I was like, I had just gotten my back fixed, and I'm like, I gotta go there. They're trying to get their claws in you guys.
If I could burn, like, if I could throw a Molotov in this place, I would.
I know. We're just trying to get the government to investigate. That's all we want. I came up when I first started, the first couple minutes, and they had a freshman standing there, bamboozled, and I told him the real deal. That's a lot of the reason I'm here.
Thank you for what you're doing. Seriously,
All right. Well,
guys.
thank you for
Long
stopping
boys,
and
for sure.
spread the word to your friends. See?
It's what we're here for.
Okay. We'll see you later. Thanks for dropping by. I saw a video of Pearl. I haven't watched it, that popped up from a couple days ago or a day ago. I'll have to watch it so I know what's going on. But yeah, I like all this branching out that channels are doing and doing interviews and doing like shows about the history of things, and you know, not just, I just love how SPTV branches out and does other things. And I mean, like Oh Hell No had a cooking channel first, early on when the Never Ends first started, and I thought, you know, that's awesome. Get somebody in with the cooking, and then, you know, maybe you get a chance to talk about or get interested in this SPTV. Somebody that wouldn't care about Scientology. So I think that's cool. I'm really liking the Dianetics and the deep dive I'm learning about the black magic. Wow, I can't believe how much black magic is in Scientology. Nibs was right. LRH's son, he said Scientology is black magic over a long period of time. And he was into it way more than we thought. We thought he dabbled a little bit, you know, for a couple of years. No, he read Aleister Crowley's Book of the Law at age 16 and was interested in it then on. So I'm really looking into talking about that more. I did an update before and after court this week. Okay, I'll come look selfless. I like court updates. I like watching that kind of stuff, know what's going on. I think it's ridiculous, that stuff. I really do. David Miscavige gets gourmet sushi when you get no nutrition at all. That was stupid. I just didn't want to repeat the same exact thing. Hey, Beanebeck. I know, me too. I love to see him go down. That makes my week. I got to, well, they were already closing up, but I got to film them closing up for the day. I'm sick of the cults lawfare. Yep. I think they're realizing it's not really working. Okay, bye, Lori. I appreciate you being here. Let's see, what time is it? I've only got about another 15 minutes. I have to be out of here by 7 because hubby needs the car for work. I have to give myself a little bit of leeway in case there's an accident. If he's late to work, he would be upset. Yeah, he drives about an hour north from where we live to work in Waco. I drive almost an hour and a half to get here, so I did the mileage. And if I come 3 times a week and he works 5 times a week, we're putting 1,000 miles a week on our vehicle. Well, I hope she stays in good shape. Why is David Miscavige the only Civic member who gets a steady paycheck? No joke. Let's see. I don't like to yell and right in somebody's ear when they're walking by. So. David Miscavige has squirreled the tech. He has changed many of LRH's words in Dianetics, in policy. You're not supposed to fundraise per LRH. You're only supposed to get money in the church through courses. And wrote policy that if somebody wanted their money back, they could have it. Why can't you research your own religion on the internet? Why are they so afraid? Why do you have to close your blinds? What are you hiding? Yeah, Selfless. It's awesome out here too. I can't wait till you can come out because classes have started. We're getting so much more traffic now. I didn't realize how dead it was this summer until this week. That's a good one, Scooter Mom. Why can't you read any book you want? Why are you not allowed on the internet? That's a good one. If you can't speak your mind without being disciplined, you're not free. You're being controlled. If you have to ask to leave, you're not free. Solid gold shoe lifts. You know their personalities. This is the second time they've done this. Because I'm so close to the personality sign, they haven't taken it in. Unless they're still open. But I thought they were closed by now. On Fridays. Should be providing you medical care or allow you to sign up for medical care that the United States provides and other countries. You don't know if you have foreigners in there. Guys, I'm gonna have to go. I was gonna try to stay till 7. But my knees and my things are bugging me. I know why. I forgot to take my meds. That's why. I'll do it when I get to the car. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I do want to
Sure.
know about. I watched some YouTube videos about it, and I agree that it's a cult, but why do you think it's a cult?
Because a cult doesn't let you leave. A religion does. And they have 3 tiers of members, and the Sea Org is the bottom tier, and they sign a 1 billion-year contract, and they have to work for their whole lives for them. Sometimes as early as childhood, they'll pull them out of middle school.
One of my friends saw like this 5-year-old girl with like dirty ass clothes, and her mom was like, "Oh, it's okay, sweetie, you can leave now." It was like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's just like terrible.
Yeah, they send kids in here that people sign because they believe they've lived multiple lives. So they look at their kids like big beings and small bodies. And so they don't nurture them or treat them like kids. And there's a lot of rampant child abuse because of that. And these people right here, all of them are survivors of the cult that were put in what they call the Sea Cadets. Because their parents were working 80 to 100 hours a week. They were signed over to the church, sent to this ranch, and did construction work all day. And didn't get barely an education. 8, 9, 10 years old. Doing remodeling. And then there are other people that have been taken out of middle school, and they start working them at 12 to 14 years old.
Have they told you anything about being
No, I'm not as confrontational, but we have a couple other people that they're trying to get through the courts, and they've done this all over. They're in LA. They've got the LAPD in their pocket, so they use the police there. They call false calls on them all the time. They did do one on me once. Yeah, but they and then the other couple protesters that come, they've given them a lot of grief. And then Chicago. Here's an example of what they're doing. Because the LRH, the leader, he said, litigation is not to win, it's to use as a weapon. So they have $1 billion in the bank. They can pay lawyers all day long, but people like me can't. So they just throw stuff at them. They know they won't win, just to try to bankrupt somebody. Anyway, so she was up there protesting in Chicago, and one of the, what we call the Sea Org or staff, was coming out and messing with their chalk they'd done on the thing. Well, they accidentally touched. They called the police on her and said she assaulted him. When they looked at the footage, they came out and arrested her because her boob touched him. And she's literally going through court right now for her. And they didn't throw it out, and the police should have never arrested. We have a lot of cops that are in the community, and they said I would have never arrested her for that.
Yeah.
But Chicago's in their pocket.
Yeah.
So is LA.
How is that not like protected under free speech? From
It is.
LA?
It is.
LA, for example.
It is, but they have put so much money into the church there, or the LAPD there, for about 50 years that they do their bidding. And what they do is, they know that the charges won't stick, but they'll arrest them on like a Friday and know they won't see a judge till Monday or Tuesday, so they have to sit in jail. They got one young man, because they've got a group out there, so you've got 4 or 5 cameras filming what's going on, right? And they had an old guy come out, one of their members, with a scooter and like block his path on the sidewalk. They were just walking by, and he got arrested for elder abuse and a hate crime and robbery. Or not, maybe it wasn't elder abuse, it was a hate crime and it was robbery. When you look at the footage, you can see the man rammed his scooter into the young man, Danny. He sat in jail for a couple nights. The charges got dropped because as soon as the LAPD won't look at the footage. They know, they don't want to look at it. As soon as the DA or somebody looks at it, they're like, get rid of this person. This is bull crap.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They use it as a weapon. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping. Appreciate it. Well, that was a good end to my evening. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just off schedule. Normally, I'm not due yet, but I'm screwed up on my schedule, and boy, sometimes I don't realize, and then I'm like, why do I hurt? Why am I? There you go. So, share Kim Dorothy Wilson, is it? That's the lady who filmed hundreds of unexplained UFOs at her house over decades. Not attaching. Hey, put that in, after I'm off, put that in the comments for me. I like to watch stuff like that. Nice, that's what it's about, spreading awareness. Thank you. No problem, Michael. I like your name, Michael SP. It's a good one. I miss Kim SP. We're close. Let me turn around. I can say bye to you guys. Hey, Kid Freshie, what's up? Yeah, that's why I'm here, because I came up. If you go back when I'm done, watch the first couple minutes, you'll see this young man that was being bamboozled by them, thought they were great, thought they were nice, until I started talking. And I said, I asked him, why do you think they're here? Oh, because they want a sense of community. And after I started talking, he was gone. I know everybody likes this shirt. It's such an old shirt. It's got like holes in it because I like it so much and wear it too much. I guess this is a place, but I don't know where I got the shirt. I've had it forever. But thanks you guys for jumping in. I've been here almost 2 hours. Yep, one kid and his friend was with him. But yeah, he was a freshman. He was getting bamboozled by their niceness, that they're okay, they're in t-shirts, they look cool. So, who is calling me? My hubby. Yeah, he'll figure out I'm live. There we go. Decline. I have it on Do Not Disturb, so I don't know why that came through. But yeah, that's why I'm so glad that the students are back. The summer was a little kind of dead sometimes, but they're back. It's been so much more fun. I've talked to so many people this week that have stopped like that, and that's what it's all about. It makes it way more interesting and fun. You thought it was your phone. I know. I turned everything down. Well, no, I didn't. So I wasn't supposed to be on this phone, remember? So I was supposed to be hotspotting to this phone. I already had it turned on. So I didn't turn everything down like I normally do. But then I saw a body router at the pizza place and he saw me. And I was like, crap. So I beat it down here. I thought for sure they was gonna run everything inside and close everything up. I don't even know if he told anybody. It didn't look like they noticed. So I ran down here. I wasn't prepared on my regular phone, so I didn't have anything turned off just to get down here, and I'm glad I did, because I would have probably, if I'd have waited 5 more minutes, I might have missed that freshman. Bye, Cher. Hey, Jennifer. Nope. Now, I don't know if you've watched it since they tried to fix it, but they tightened it so bad, now it tries to eat people. And so people get stuck in the door now, and I get to talk longer. So the universe wants those people in there to hear me. That's the way I feel about it. Yeah, it's closed, but now if you don't know ahead of time, some of the men you'll see will grab it, swing it real hard, and run in. A lot of people don't realize. They like to present as normal and fun. Every windowless van has to have a free candy sign. Glad that kid didn't fall for it. He was. So, SP enhanced tech, yes. So that's, honestly, that was the biggest reason. I mean, what motivated me partly was the child abuse. The other half was when I found out they were opening here. This is the University of Texas campus, right there. The main entrance is right there at this light. And L. Ron Hubbard bought this 55 years ago. It was not bought for the ideal org, whatever scheme. So LRH bought this because it was across from a campus. I don't know if it was open at one time a long time ago or not. I'm going to try to do a history. That made me mad because I knew they would get somebody lonely that just got here away from home for the first time, found some nice people in a t-shirt, wanted them to come to their open mic night. Oh, I got a schedule of all their stuff too, and I'm going to be here for all of it. They've got open mic night, they've got a coffee, something or other, all this stuff. I'm going to be here on those days for the rest of the month. So thanks, Kid Freshie. Hey, hubby, I figured you'd figure out I was live. I'm leaving right now, so I'll get there in time for you to leave. And it's been so much fun. I had so many people on here tonight. Yep. That's Scooter Mom. So, yeah, see what he did to me? See his name? So I was like Miss Kim, so that nobody knew my real name. And my hubby comes on with his whole name and says, "Hi, honey, you're doing great." And then my daughter comes on with her whole name. "Hi, honey. Hi, Mom." So that went out the window pretty quick. I drive a green conversion van with a lift for my son. My friends call it the little boy, you want some candy van. I know, they do all look like that. They really do. Oh, yay. I like that you can do that. Man, I wish I could. Sending me pictures. Hey, Gary. Hi. I'm winding down now. Thanks a lot. Having people stop and talk, though, make it all the better. It's together, it works really well. Okay, I really have to go this time. So I'm probably going to be back tomorrow, I hope, at some midday. I was hoping, because I told Colin I would be here because it's his birthday. I need to bring him some. I hope he's here. That he's the young man, if you go back and look at my videos a couple months ago, that saved me from a crazy guy. And I think he really did stop him from doing bodily harm. So he's a great supporter. He's in the neighborhood all the time. So, and all right, I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Have a great weekend if I don't see you.